Hey everybody, Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. I am at Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park up in North Naples, Florida. Just heading out onto the beach for part 3 of my Monday morning beach walk. I'm up in Area 4, Area Roy. Roy and Audrey's bench over here to my left. Right there, the captain and his bride. I'm sure they're sitting there waving to you, all snuggled up and cuddling. It's been a very quiet morning here. All eyes on Hurricane Ian, but right now it is very, very calm. This is literally the calm before the storm right now. 80 degrees. We're low tide. It's around at 8:20 something. Going to continue my walk down the beach. We did see some good bird action this morning. At the end of my first live feed, we got a good look at the birds feeding up at Wiggins Pass, the fish jumping out of the water, the birds diving in after them. And it was the end of part 1 and at the beginning of part 2 as well. We did a little bird watching. I was just checking tomorrow's forecast, and it's pretty iffy right now for tomorrow morning. There's a 60% chance of rain tomorrow morning here in North Naples as of right now, but it seems to be sliding back. So we'll see what happens. So just check our local forecast in the morning. You'll know if I'll be out here or not by the weather. Big old Area 4 beach here. We're pretty much socked in here with the clouds now. You just see the sun kind of burning through them over here. You can see a little white orb over here. Right over in there. Hey, Donna. So if you're just tuning in, here we are, Naples, Florida, North Naples, Florida. Waiting for the next update on Hurricane Ian. Hurricane Ian is way, way down there, south of Cuba. Hopefully we stay out of the cone. We're not in the cone. Hopefully we stay out of it. That doesn't mean we're not going to see any effects from the storm. We're definitely going to get some wind and waves higher than normal tides. But we're not going to get the brunt of it. We are on the bad side of it, though. That's what stinks. What the weathermen, the meteorologists, called the dirty side of the storm. It's going to be pushing that water on shore. One of our friends asked about evacuating. What would I do? I'm like, well, what I would do and what you should do are two different things, but there's some places where you live here in Southwest Florida that if they tell you should evacuate, I would suggest you evacuate. But if they don't tell you to evacuate, don't do it. We got some low-lying areas here. Generally, the closer you are to the water, the more at risk you are for flooding. But so far, they haven't shown any concern for any serious flooding. There's one, I think, Horse Creek up in Fort Myers. They're talking about that maybe spilling over its banks. And it looks like Wednesday is our day here for the worst of things. We'll start going downhill later today, slowly, all day tomorrow. And if I can get out here to share some of it with you, I will, but no promises. I'm not going to ruin it, my phone or anything else, myself especially. I'm not going to ruin myself out here. Morning. I was kind of disappointed yesterday morning. I thought everybody would enjoy those boat rides, but it's not looking like that from the number of views and the number of stars. So I'm having second thoughts about doing that. I'm going to still continue to work with Sandy though, but we'll see what happens. There's still some areas I'd like to explore. Love to do a sunset trip. Those sunset cruises are fun. You just gotta dance around the weather here. Especially right now with the hurricane. I don't think there's gonna be any sunset cruises going on. Is that my man? Brother. Everything good?
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna open Wednesday? Do you know?
We don't know yet. We're prepping now.
I'd say probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not would be.
Yeah.
All right, Terrence, thank you. Finally got my new beach pass from Terrence. He's been riding around with it in his pocket, and I never catch him out here. Ranger T. Yeah, if I was a betting man, I would bet this park is going to be closed on Wednesday. I can't imagine them wanting people to come out here. In schools as well. But it all depends. If this thing shifts over to the west and goes further and further away from us. But it's a two-way thing here. Could come closer to us too. So all I can do is watch and wait. Stock up on your beer and wine. Yeah, the liquor sales increased during the hurricane. My wife, Gail, one of the things she does is she does deliveries for Instacart. And oh my Lord, was she busy the day before yesterday when they first said that thing might come our way. People were freaking out. Some person wanted 18 cases of water. Gail's like, not a chance. There's nobody gonna let you take 18 cases of water out of the store. People think and a lot of people don't realize if you use Instacart, like if you go to a grocery store and you don't find something, well, if you go back and order it on Instacart, it's not there in the store. The person that does the shopping will go in and it's like, oh no, they don't have that, they don't have that, they don't have that. So if they're out, they're out. So don't think it's like a secret stash, like Amazon has their stash. Instacart doesn't have a stash. But Instacart is a great way to do grocery shopping if you hate grocery shopping. If you hate going into the grocery store like me, I can't stand going into any store. It just drives me nuts. I used to enjoy going to the mall in the early days while the wife would shop. I loved just sitting in the mall, people watching. I loved it. Grab a Cinnabon, cup of coffee, and people watch. There's not a whole lot of birds down here like there were up at the north end. It's kind of quiet. We're just getting into Area 3 now. Just crossing into Area 3. Yeah, all the park staff here, the rangers and volunteers are busy battening down the hatch. Good morning. Something out there in the water. School of fish, or let's see. Pelican? Yes, pelican. A pelican way out there. Splashing around. It's muggy now. Muggy. And that sun's starting to burn through a little more here. Getting a little brighter out here. One pelican out there diving in the water, flying back and forth, diving in the water. It's not coming close though to shore. So obviously there's a lot of fish out there. I don't know if you can see him out there. I hear the leaf blower. I bet you Kevin's on the other end of it. The calm before the storm.
Yes.
It is very calm this morning.
It's amazing.
Oh, this morning, the birds up at the end.
Yes.
Unbelievable. The fish were jumping out of the water, just birds everywhere. Just.
They were happy.
They were very happy.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Yeah, we're crossing over into Area 2 now. So we trek our way down to the south. Good morning, Jim. Jim Matthews. If you go into our Del Norwigans Pass State Park group on Facebook here, you will find, I believe it's pinned up to the top of the page, a little history of the park that Jim wrote. 2 different parts. The information is in there. If you send him an email, he'll send you a copy of it. I don't know what he charges for it. Nice little manuscript about the history of the park. Interesting background here. A lot of turbulence between some folks. A lot of disagreements, a lot of bickering. See our osprey up there? It's the pine tree that we see it in often. There on the right, the north end of Area 2. Way out here. I don't know if you can see that out there in the water. See that? That looks like a school of fish out there. You see that little like disturbance in the water out there? That looks like maybe a school of fish. The water is not very clear here. It's pretty churned up here, pretty muddy. It was looking really bad. How about the pass this morning with the tide going out? It's gonna get ugly when that storm comes through. There's a good chance that water is gonna get all the way up to the dunes here at high tide. With a 3 to 5 foot storm surge, that could do it, especially if it comes at high tide. Thankfully, all of our sea turtle nests have hatched. There's only one left on the beach that I saw, that I noticed, number 49. So that's good news. It's a good thing we didn't have any of those latecomers, because there would still be nests on the beach. A couple of our little white ibis here. See a paddleboarder out there. I wonder if that's Jerry. Two little white ibises. What's going on? How is it going today? Good. Just the calm before the storm. The calm before the storm. Yeah, it's gonna, I bet you. Yeah, I'll bet you the water gets up to the dunes. You're gonna get it. Oh, it'll be good. You're gonna get it on Wednesday. I think you're gonna have a good day Wednesday.
Wednesdays be good. Hopefully they don't close the town.
Yeah, I think they might.
Well, yeah,
You still can just, well, it's a pain dragging your stuff
here's
in.
the deal. Why are you closing it? Because it's not going to do anything. We have thunderstorms worse than this. You know?
Sometimes we do.
But, everyone just freaks out. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
if you're in a home that's been built in the last 20 years since Andrew, you're going to be fine. Just don't
Yep.
be an idiot.
That's it.
You know?
Let's
Now, if you
see.
have a house that was built right after Donna, well, shit up.
Oh, I hope maybe I'll see you out here Wednesday. Yeah, I think we're going to get some pretty good little waves here on Wednesday. That will be fun. But it's going to be pouring down rain. If it's pouring down rain, I can't come out here with the camera. Unless somebody wants to buy me a waterproof case for my camera and Amazon Prime it to me overnight. A waterproof housing for iPhone, what is this, a 13 Pro Max? I don't really care about me getting wet. I kind of like it. Once you get wet and nice and soaked, it feels good. As long as there's no lightning. As long as there's no lightning. Good morning. Oh, we got, what are we, some ibises up here or egrets? Looks like maybe a little column of ibises marching down the beach here. Or up the beach. Coming up the beach, it looks like maybe, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Six of them. Six. A 6-pack of ibises. And a little willet bird. Yeah, the willet took off. Come on, let's bring up the rear there, kids. Going right under me. Our little white ibises. Ibising up the beach. So we are down in Area 1, almost to the end of the park. Boy, even down here, the water's still cloudy. Usually it's a little nicer than it was up the north end of the park, but the general rule of thumb is usually the further away from Wiggins Pass you are here, the nicer the water looks. A couple more little ibises. Well, I'll try to keep you updated on Ian here. If I see anything that pops up worth sharing about it, I'll give it a share here, if it's shareable. It's going to be interesting the next several of days. So it's always that little bit of uncertainty. Well, that's pretty discouraging. 0 stars. A beach walk with no stars. Oh well. All right, I'm gonna call it a morning. Just get your Facebook set up so you get notifications when I go live. The schedule is going to be, who knows what the schedule is going to be here for the next few days. And you got a 50-50 shot with the notifications on Facebook. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But give it a shot. And hopefully by a week from today, we won't even be talking about Ian. It'll be a thing of the past and out of our minds. Hopefully it'll fizzle out before it hits land, and that'll be the end of it. Hey, have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Be sure to tell your friends about our beach walks. Invite them to tag along with us. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.